So I've been in marketing for about 10 years now. And during that time, I have tested a whole bunch of things. Like I've done so many different things. Some have worked, some have not worked. I've been in the e-commerce business. I've now started an offline business. I've done social media marketing and made sales through that. But one of the most consistent drivers of sales for me, regardless of what industry I'm in, has been email marketing. And I specifically wanted to create a Let's Chat video because this video is not sponsored by any company, and I'm not even going to include any affiliate links to any email marketing software because I wanted to create a video that was just organic. And it's not that, my other videos on email marketing are not organic just because I might be mentioning a product that I genuinely use. Like there are email marketing softwares and products that I actually use for my businesses and recommend to clients, friends, family, like you name it. But in being in marketing for over 10 years, one of the things that I have noticed is that whenever I create a course or a YouTube video or I speak about email marketing, I lose so much engagement. And I understand that. Like it's gotten to a point now where if I'm putting out a video like the video I'm putting out right now, I know it's unlikely to get as much engagement as if I put like a sexy video out, like, how to make 3 million sales in 2 seconds, which it sounds crazy, but I feel like there's so many content creators out there, not to judge, but there's so many content creators out there who do that consistently. Like, I mean, I've been guilty of it sometimes. You make a certain amount of money, it's going to get a certain amount of views. But really and truly, the essence of running a business, you need to start thinking about things that will bring customers back. And the story that I had, like the story that I really wanted to share was I went to a market stall earlier this year, and it was in London where I live, and it was primarily for black businesses. Well, not primarily, it was for black businesses. So all of the stalls there were black owned businesses, and then you kind of go in, you shop and whatnot. And I bought some beard care products from a company. I might go into that company at some point because the products were quite good. But I bought some beard care and I purchased a good amount of product. Like I spent, can't remember exactly how much I spent, but I spent a good amount of money with this beard company. But then when my product ran out, there was no obvious way of me getting back in contact. Like obviously they had their, website on the bottle and whatnot. But let's say I'd already thrown away the bottle, like how am I going to get this product again? Or how are they going to ensure that they retain me and keep me as a customer? Because even if I did keep the bottle and it's got like their Instagram on it or it's got their website on it or whatnot, they're still reliant on me like typing in the information on the bottle into the internet, go into their website and making a purchase. Whereas if they had retained my email address or some sort of contact information, then they can schedule out an email to be sent at a particular time when they can almost kind of predict or assume that the product that I bought is running out. And once mine is running out, they can send me an email and say, hey, 10% off your next bottle, come and collect. And it's a really great way of doing business. And I'll go as far as saying that with a new business that I launched this year, I would say more than 50% of our sales, over 50% of the sales that I generate have come through email marketing. And email marketing is just one way of getting people back. But I think a lot of the things that people don't realize when they're starting a business that I really want, those of you who follow my content, like who proper follow my content and watch the videos, you download the formula, you take my courses, whatever it is, I really want you to start understanding why it's so important to not just make sales, because we get so caught up. And that's why I'm going back to these, these videos that I see on YouTube, which is like make £1 million in 2 days and whatnot. But it's not about making sales. It's about retaining a customer, because making a sale is different from retaining a customer. Making a sale is so expensive and time consuming. So there's a metric, and I want to go into this in my other videos. Today is all about email marketing, but I will go into this in my other videos. But there's a metric in marketing called customer acquisition cost. And I really want you guys to research into it. And like I said, I will be putting out content of my own on it anyway. But if you really want to build a business, I don't really care what business you're starting. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you are running an in-person hair salon or a restaurant or an e-commerce business, or you want to do dropship, like whatever you want to do, like customer acquisition cost, more often than not, is really important. Now, if you run a business where you get a lot of footfall, so some sort of shop or whatever it might be, and people are walking by, then you might get away with not having to care too much about your digital marketing. But those of you who have an online store and you need marketing in order to get people to it, whatever it is that you're trying to sell or promote, it's really important for you to understand that it is more than likely is going to cost you either money or time to get people to your website. And it might cost you on average, let's say it costs you £50 or dollars, wherever you are in the world, to get someone to your website. And if they don't spend at least £50 or dollars worth of, if they don't spend at least £50 worth of product on your website, if they don't buy at least £50 worth of product on your website, then you've made an initial loss, essentially. And if they have spent at least £50 worth of product, then you may have broken even or just about broken even after you've delivered the product or the service to them. So obviously you can't keep running your business like that. And a lot of people who email me, a lot of you guys over the years who've emailed me and said, Sam, like, I can't get the business running, like, I don't know what to do and all that kind of stuff. It's because you're focused on getting someone through the door one time, they leave your website and they never come back again, just like me with the beard company, and there's so many things that you can do to ensure that people come and they come again. So let's say someone comes to your website, it costs you £50 to get them to your website. Let's say you do Google ads and you spent £50 on Google ads and one person bought from your £50 and that person spent, let's just say they spent £50 worth of product. So you broke even on your Google ads. And obviously if you do that all day, every day, then it's not going to be a viable business. But if you retain that person's interest in your business and they come back a second time and spend £50 next month, you've now made a £50 profit. So they spent £50 initially, that was break even. Then month 2, they spend £50. If they really, really like your product, they spend £50 again the next month. Now you've made a £100 profit off of your £50 investment. And now you're starting to get into profitability here. And not only that, they might recommend your product. Maybe they so happen to be an influencer and they love your product and they mention it on their stories, or they tell their friends or family members about it. And now, without even having to spend money advertising, that particular person has become a brand advocate. They've told people, and now you're making £100 a month or £150 a month because they told 2 or 3 people about your product who are also now raving about it. And from that £50 investment, you now have customers, 2 or 3 customers who are buying from you regularly. So that's the difference between going after sales and going after customers. Why is that important? Why is that related to email marketing? Well, there are a number of things that can turn someone in from just being someone who buys from you one time and you make a sale from them into someone who is a customer and buys from you regularly. And if you can understand this concept, then that can really be the difference and the shift for a lot of you guys from not running such a profitable business or not doing so well to doing extremely well. And that's where I really want a lot of you guys to be, especially a lot of you who've been following my content for a while. These are the concepts I really want you to understand. And I hope that me mentioning email marketing somewhere, maybe in the title or the thumbnail, doesn't put too many of you off actually consuming the content in this. And I don't know why email marketing seems so scary. Like, if it's that you think you're going to be spamming people, or if you think it's complicated or whatever it might be, but it's actually really simple. So I remember a time when my mum got an email from a theme park, and she didn't just buy for herself. She bought about 10 tickets. And so she spent like almost like £500-600 on this theme park as a result of one email that she saw. And that particular theme park, they have probably an email list of hundreds of thousands, if not more people. So my mum saw that one email and spent £600. Can you imagine how many more people might have spent £600 or more, or a little bit less, or whatever it might have been? How much money they would have made just from one sending one email out. And it is actually really, really simple. Like, maybe I will title this video something more sexy, like how to make £600 from one email or something like that, just to get you guys in to watching it. Because like I said, I'm not promoting anything in this video email related. I just want you guys to understand the importance and how it can really help you to grow and scale your company. Now, don't get me wrong, like, email marketing is not enough on its own anymore. Like, it has to be supplemented with other things. And that's why, reading the formula is important, and taking some of my online courses is important, because even the formula I need to update with new, fresh content. And my courses on my website, I'm constantly trying to update them with new content, because a concept that I don't think I've spoken about enough on this channel over the years is not just building an email list, but also building a buyer's list. And so an email list, consists of everyone on your email, people who've bought from you. It could be leads, it could be past customers, whatever it might be. But a buyer's list are the people who've bought from you. And they may not have purchased your most premium products, but they are people who are kind of somewhat qualified, because they're not just tire kickers. They're people who've actually spent money within your company. And that, in a lot of ways, might be a lot more valuable than someone who hasn't. And there's ways to build these buyer lists. And I'm going to be going through that, in future videos and stuff like that. A lot of my tutorials, hopefully you guys can start piecing these videos together and be like, oh, okay, Sam mentioned this in that video, or Sam mentioned that in that video. And you can start piecing it together to really build the foundations of your digital marketing kind of understanding and grow your business. Digital marketing is a superpower. And I'm not just saying that as a marketing consultant. Like, it really, really is. Because when you understand how to get people to your website and how to convert them into not just sales, but customers, people who buy again and again and again, then that's really powerful. And you can grow your business, or you can grow any business really, if you can understand these fundamentals. So email marketing is just one way to convert someone from someone who buys from you once to someone who buys from you consistently. So if you are selling a product or a service and there's absolutely no connection between your payment gateway and your email marketing software, it's very simple stuff. Like, you can connect Stripe, you can connect PayPal to your email marketing software. Like I said, I'm not going to mention any in this video, because I just want you guys to start email marketing. It's not about me making an affiliate commission off of any of these softwares. And I've got time to do that. Like, I will put out a video on some of my favorite email marketing softwares at some other point. But I do want you guys to start to understand the importance of having a list, but also actually nurturing that list as well. And that's one thing you need to do, is not just having a list, but how often do you email? Can you nurture? You can now use AI tools within some of these email marketing softwares. They have AI features that allow you to customize the messages that you send to people based on, what pages on your website they've visited. So for example, if I go to Amazon, for example, and I'm looking at some specific types of trainers, like, I could get an email tomorrow that shows me those trainers or content related to those trainers or similar trainers or whatnot. And sometimes we see these things and we're like, man, they're stalking us. But actually, you can do the exact same thing. Like, there's features available within AI, and it doesn't cost you an arm and a leg. Like, literally all you need to do is copy the code from your email marketing software, paste that onto your website, so that when someone goes to your website, it can track what pages on your website they visit. And then you can kind of use a personalization drag on to the email marketing software when you're sending out your email. So when you send it out to your 1,000 or 10,000 or however many subscribers, it shows them personalized content or personalized products based on their behaviors, based on what part of your website they were visiting, or based on, things that they've clicked on in the past, or products they've bought from in the past. AI is changing everything. It's changing how we market. It's changing email marketing. It's changing a lot. And my aim is to try and get as many videos out as possible, as much content out as possible, to get as many of you entrepreneurs ready for AI, but also understanding how to use it. But in order for you to get there, it's also very important that you're doing the basics, like email marketing, like building a list, like nurturing that list. And I will be putting further videos out on how to do all of those things. And if you don't know how to start an email list, or you've ignored all of my past email marketing videos up until now, please start your list, start making some money, start growing your business. And if you want some direction, reach out to me. I'm happy to help. But until next time, have a great day. I'll see you guys soon.